Greetings, I'm Brett from Stampin' Storage, and this is Michelle. She also happens to be from Stampin' Storage.
Yes.
I'm glad for that. And we've got some things to talk to you about today.
And I'm really excited about this. So this has been something we've been waiting to introduce for actually almost a year now, or over a year.
We've had the product line for over a year.
Yeah, so it's something we wanted to really test, really understand how it works, how it was going to work for crafters. And so it's been a long time coming where we've been like kind of bottling up the energy almost, and I'm so excited we finally get to share this with all of you today. But Brett, tell us first how this kind of all started.
So there's a brand out there called Craft & Go, and that's what these cases are a part of. Cynthia Faller started that company quite a few years ago, and her original intent was, portable storage for paper crafting. As her product line evolved, she really kind of navigated into the face painting and body painting market, because these cases are great for, roll it up, your studio is right there, and you can get right to your work. But as we took the product line on, we and that's part of the story, I guess I should say. So she contacted us and said, "Hey, I'm interested in exiting the business. Do you want to take it over?" And as we saw the possibilities, like, yeah, we really want to do that. So last June of 2022, we purchased the product line and took everything over. So craftandgo.com is where this has been hosted.
Yep.
But now we're excited because we've kind of, as Michelle was saying, we've kind of figured out what we think is the best way to be using these for paper crafting. And we're going to talk about that today.
Yeah, because like Brett said, it was really it kind of took its own journey when Cynthia went kind of into that craft storage and face painters got a hold of it. It just kind of went that direction, and she let it go that direction, and it's been wildly successful there. So we're kind of bringing it back to the craft storage again. And there's so much about it, so we're going to go into a lot of detail of how it works in terms of going to an event. I'm going to actually show my case and walk you through just the different ways you can use this, because there are a lot of applications based on what type of event you're going to, if it's scrapbooking, if it's card making, and also what supplies you're going to need at that event. But hopefully we can show enough to show the versatility of how these work.
And that's a part of why we're excited about this, because portability and travel is something that we really haven't had as a part of our product line with Stampin' Storage. And we make durable, good cases that are meant to be kind of fixed and in your room. You can take them somewhere, but it's not like really easy to throw it in the back of your car and travel. And so that's why we're excited about this, because this brings that to the table.
It does. And one of the things I want to just kind of start with first is it does look like a normal carry-on luggage. It's got the handle in the back. Looks kind of like your, not ordinary because it's very pretty and colorful, but it looks like basically a carry-on luggage. But Brett, why don't you open up and just kind of show the main feature of what really makes this different?
All right. So on the inside of the case, it's been configured with a variety of features that make it great for traveling with crafts. You'll notice that there's a piece of metal on the top here. Well, when something is metallic and it's steel, you can attach things to it with magnets. So this whole top area can be configured with things that you go to very regularly or frequently, and they're just nice and visible here. So if you go to an event, you flip this open on your table, and you've got these things stored here, very easy to get to. And in the bottom of the case, where the handle is molded into the case, there is another compartment at the bottom as well that you can store items under, keep things kind of clean and neat.
And this one was actually missing in that case, but there is a third one that comes with it that sets up on the top. So you have another piece of metal that sits up on the top. You have supplies underneath that, and I'll kind of get to again when I show mine how that all works. But that's why this is so different. It's not your ordinary luggage because of the inside setup to it.
Yeah, it kind of creates layers where you can separate things and make it really easy to get to your different supplies.
Yeah, and then we also have different colors, which is so fun because you can pick your favorite color. We've got pink, we've got yellow, we've got teal, we've got black if you kind of want more of a basic color. And you can also make them your own. So I'm going to take out mine. So bear with me here. So for those of you who don't know, my second passion is fly fishing. So when you see the trout in the fishing stuff, that would be why. A little different, I know, for crafting, but I have my crafty stickers on the side from our Stamp Joy event that we went to, and then, or I should say Tailored Expression Stamp Joy event that we went to. And then I've just put some stickers on it just for fun. To make it me, let's put it that way.
Well, when you're a crafter, everything can be a canvas on
Exactly.
which to create.
It's expression with
Exactly.
lots of pretty trout. And then it says my alone time is for your safety, which is perfect. So I'm going to kind of go through this. We're going to open it up and I'll just take you through again how mine is organized. This is in mind for going to an event like Stamp Joy. So you're going to have different tables with make and takes, and you might have some classes. This case is set up for that type of event. So I'm going to kind of come around and show you all. This is the mini Craft and Go, the pink, obviously. I had to get that color. And I'm going to open it up as if I was just going to an event, setting this in front of me on top of the desk, and you guys can see why this is so cool. I'm ready to go. I'm sitting down at my spot. I'm opening my case. Everything is already set up and ready to go in front of me. And that's what makes these so unique and so cool, is because of this magnet on the, or steel, I guess, on the back, everything is magnetized to it. So when you open up your case, you're ready to go. And just to kind of explain how this is set up specifically for me is there's these pouches that are available, and I have all of my adhesives in these pouches. And then I have embellishments, gemstones also in these pouches. Who doesn't like adding a little bit of bling to their card, even if it is a make and take and you're kind of making it your own a little bit. So I keep all of that in here. Very easy to access as I'm crafting. I can just open the zipper and then kind of flip through which adhesive I want. And then I have my tape runner. So I've added, as you guys can see, I've added the magnets on the back of this, and I can keep my tape runner always ready to go. I don't know if you guys have been in an event where there's just so many people and everybody's trying to share the same thing. It's kind of nice having your own sometimes, so you don't have to worry about that, and we can just keep the process going a little bit faster. I also have a stamp block, and again, I've put magnets on the back of that stamp block and just have it always ready to go. These boxes are fantastic. If you guys aren't familiar with these are the Simple Storage boxes by Tailored Expressions. We also have them available at Stamp and Storage because we do have a cabinet that these slide into, but these work so great for this Craft and Go Mini because you can store so many things in them. And again, you can add the magnets on the back if there are certain items you want very easily available as you're working at your retreat. So I have the blending brushes in here because that's typically kind of what I'm playing around with. And I've got all of my colors in these cases. So that's what I keep on the back of the case because I want those items quickly available. There are some scissors kind of in the back of this pouch as well. And then on the top, so I have my Tim Holtz glass media mat. This is the small one. It fits perfect in these mini cases. When I saw this, I was really excited because I can take my little mini glass mat and have that available if I'm doing any kind of watercolor or, again, even blending some inks. And what I'll often do, I'm going to show you, I'm going to just kind of situate this. So this is that magnet that Brett was also talking about, and so you can have this on the top of the case. I will often take out my media mat and work right out of this case. So one of the things I've done is my living room and my craft room are kind of far apart, and if I want to watch a movie with the family, I can't really craft. So I tried taking this, putting this on top, putting it on my lap, had all of this in front of me, and doing my crafts. It worked fantastic. It's a little bit of weight on your legs, but it wasn't uncomfortable by any means, at least for me, in terms of what I had in here. So it was really nice just having this whole setup, and then I could just shut it down, go to bed, and it was good. I didn't have to worry about this huge cleanup or carrying everything back. So that's one option I really love with these media mats on this. If you remove this, this is where all the supplies are hidden. So you guys are going to be surprised how much I actually have in this case. So I'm going to just kind of move some stuff around here, so bear with me one second. So on top, I have my cutting tool. So this is a 12 by 12 cutter. It's not by any form a small one or mini one. This is a full-size cutter by Creative Memories, paper cutter. I have my stamp cleaner. I have a MISTI in here. This is the not the largest one, but this is the middle one. I have that in here. And then again, I'm using those storage boxes for all of my inks. So I don't typically bring, when I go to an event, all my full-size inks. What I'll do is I'll bring all my mini inks because I do like having color options. There's been a few times where I'll be in a class and the colors they're using maybe aren't what I want to use. Well, guess what? I'm just going to go in and dig for the color I like and I'm all set. So I've got an entire collection of Tailored Expressions mini inks in here. So we've got all those in the storage boxes. I have one that has some more tools. So I have extra scissors. I've got some of the tools I use and extra glue in case I run out. That is all in another case. I'll usually have one in these pouches because again, I want to easily access that as I'm crafting. This is just where I'm storing the extra. And then I have Olo markers. So if you're needing to do any blending and work with your alcohol markers, I have a set of Olo markers in here. I've got my Corinne's. These are actually for my kids when we go out with a travel trailer. We're getting rocks, and so we use these markers to have some fun with the rocks. So those are in here. I have my little powder puff tool. I've got my pixie spray because I love this stuff and I happen to use it a lot, so I take that with. I have 3 other boxes in here that are actually empty, guys, so I could even put more stuff in here. And then I have my tool tray, and I do have magnets on the back of it because I will actually put that when I have everything set up on top. I'll put that with my blending brushes and I'll keep my scissors in there so I can just pull them in and out of it versus putting them back in the pouch while I'm actually doing a project. Once I'm done with the project, I'm going to put them back in the pouch. So there's just so much you can do with this case to make it yours, to fit the needs of the event you're doing. I'm going to show you a couple more options based on what kind of event you have. So this is a product by Best Craft Organizer. If you guys don't know, Best Craft Organizer is a company that Stamp and Storage purchased in 2020. So be sure to check them out. We've got some awesome storage solutions there as well. They're just a little bit different than Stamp and Storage. But this is one of their systems called the Wall Box. And what's neat about this is you can actually, there's a bracket and you can hang these on your wall to maximize your space on your wall. But what's also great is these boxes fit perfect in these cases, but they're a little bit bigger, so there's just the size comparison here. And we have a couple of different options with them. There's an empty box, and then there's this one, which is called the Stamp and Die Wall Box. So say you're going for a weekend with your girlfriends and you want to bring some stamps and your dies. Guys, you can fit a ton in here. I'm going to kind of show how it is as best as I can holding it. But you can fit all that in this, close it up. Oops. I think I got it caught. There we go. Close it up and then put it in your case. So that's just one option that fits in here perfect. Another option is the wall box that is just an empty wall box. It works great for your distress inks. So I have the oxides in here. I've got 24 oxides in this box, guys. And then I have 2 blending tools at the front of it. But what's great is it's the perfect width, so you don't have to worry about those covers falling off or them getting all mixed up. Now you do have to fill it, obviously, with at least 24 to have that. But it's another great way if you do want to bring those oxide inks. And again, they will fit perfect in this case. So there are so many options to make it your own, so many ways you can organize based on if you're going to a scrapbooking retreat, if you're having a weekend with the girlfriends, or if you're going to something like Stamp Joy. So many fun options. I think you guys are going to love this. I'm going to kind of swing back around here so we can bring Brett back in.
Thanks, Michelle. I appreciate the walkthrough, and there's just so much there that you can do with this, and that's why we're so excited about the product, because it's so versatile and so flexible to do a lot of different things.
It is.
You know, at Stamp and Storage, we make cabinets that hold one thing, and they hold it really, really well, and that's very great for a desk solution. But when you're going on the road, having a lot of versatility is really important.
Yeah, it's awesome. And I had this, the last event I had this at, it was super funny because we had people who knew us from Stampin' Storage, and they were coming up and asking, what is this? And we're, it's coming. But to see the excitement of even people watching us use it at those events, I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this.
Yeah, it's great. So we're excited to bring this product on. It's on the Stampin' Storage website. There'll be a link in the description so you can track it down and take a look. Again, the colors are exciting.
Yes.
You can really personalize it a lot, so please check it out, and we hope you have a great time getting set up with one of these.
Yeah, enjoy learning about these Craft and Goes, guys.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching.